Jeffrey, congratulations, guys, for being here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just say the pledge and go into the music, and then we're going to do the show. Don't know how long the show it's going to be because it's hot right now, and I just kind of want to relax. You know, the things I got to share with you, we've been talking about all week. There is some new things. Bruce was very good last night, and we'll just wing it and see what happens. I'll be right back. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I also might be able to get us, if it's working, a session because I'm coming right back.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again, just like children. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt as love is land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA.
Outside? I've been glad for the last 3 nights.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining
Come on,
sea.
Bob.
From
Looking at my
Detroit
store this
down to
weekend.
Houston, New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt this is land. God bless the USA. God bless this country, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Janet is good.
What's that?
Janet didn't make it.
I still didn't hear you.
Janet did make it.
Oh, hey, Janet, you made it, Ron just told me. Okay, guys, before we go into the show, we all know, if you're on our Telegram site, we all know that Renee is having problems. Renee sent me a message, and she sent me another one. Renee, I seen it. Haven't had a chance to reply to you, but I will. I wrote Renee one of my kind of long messages because she means a lot to me. And we all know how I think of little Jimmy, the baby. But Renee is struggling, but she needs these special beds, these amazing beds. But I want everyone to keep her in your prayers along with Stephanie. who's having some problems, and there's so many that needs our help. So many. So for everyone in our group, everyone in anywhere who needs our help, we just need to keep them in our prayers, because see, you can take Mike Penny and Bruce, and you can take Mark Z and Charlie Ward. You can take all of these people. There's none of them have a group that show the compassion that this group, the whole group, it's not just me and Ron, the compassion we show. You know, we need prayer for Myrna as she lost an aunt. And Myrna, I'm so sorry to hear that. And Ron said he talked to you today, and we get in touch with you probably this weekend. It's just, I was been with the little monkey the last 3 days, and by the time I get done with her, I'm kind of wore out. Today, not so much. I had a really good day with her. It's almost when I'm not with her, it's like part of my life's gone. But there's so many people, guys, that we need these beds. And this is a part of me that normally I would go off on a certain president. And it's not Sleepy and the one Dopey. Can you imagine? Dopey really thinks she's got what it takes to be the president of the United States. She doesn't even know what today is. And please, if you ever meet her, don't ask her what today, tomorrow, and yesterday was, because you're going to be so confused, you're going to want to take a bullet to yourself. I mean, this lady who's running, if that's what you want to call it, this lady who's putting on a sideshow, a freak show, whatever you want to call it, she is a perfect example of something my mom used to tell me. She'd say, Ralphie, or Ron, whatever, when you don't know something about something, it's better to keep your mouth shut and let Janet or David or Susie Q, let Margaret or somebody, let Myrna, let anyone think that you're stupid, instead of opening your mouth up and proving to them, wow, I was 100% right. In this case, every time this lady opens her mouth, it is about something dumber. Every time you think what she does cannot get any dumber, she astounds me by proving that she hasn't even started yet to prove how stupid she is. But yet, there are people that back her. Her own party doesn't even back her. One of the most prestigious families ever to live in America, the Kennedys, left his party to back the hat. Can you believe this? His uncle backs the hat. His uncle said in 1962 he would be the 45th president of the United States, and he nailed it. He nailed it. See, because the Kennedys, as much as they are the one kind, they are Americans, and they love America like the hat loves America. And they're going to work together to what the hat always says: make America great again. You know why? Because of the song he plays every time he does a show. The song that we play every time we do a show. They're all proud to be an American. Why did they have to go away? Why did they have to leave us? The one guy and his brother. Why did they have to leave us? Because they want to make America great again. And them cabal people would have never allowed them to do the things that they wanted to do. That's why. So, as I was talking about Renee, and I sent her a letter that, oh, she's strong. You know, she's got her children. She's got her husband. She's a tremendous mom. And I mean, I was telling her everything I could. And evidently I hit with something because she come back to me and she says she will not let her kidney disease defeat her. Let me repeat that. She promised me she will not let her kidney disease defeat her. Now, one thing that I didn't say then that I am going to say now, and I know she'll watch, and I hope she takes this for how I really mean it, is Renee, making that statement put a smile on my face. Because I know you're a fighter like me, like Ron, like the group, like the family. But the one thing I'm going to ask you, if it gets to a point that you need the help of a doctor, if you have to do things that you do not want to do them. Because there is still good doctors out there that their goal is to save your life. I'm walking, talking proof of it. I was like so many people. I read something the other day. Some guy said he quit taking his medicine. He quit going to a doctor. He hasn't done nothing for like 3 or 4 years. I was the same way. And I was within 4 hours of dying before I realized when you have to have help, you have to have help. And I got it. And the doctor saved me. The nurses saved me. And I will be grateful. I will be grateful my whole life, which I hope to be with the aid of the beds hundreds of years. That's why I believe we were put here. That's why I believe we're going through so many challenges now. Poor Myrna, every time we turn around, it seems like she's going through another challenge, as Ron says. It's time it stops for her. And believe me, I had a very good talk today to God about that. I mean, people can only take so much, and it just, she takes a licking and keeps on ticking. You know, I haven't seen the people on the side yet tonight. I think she was here. I thought I seen her. Yep, she's here. Myrna, we are so sorry for your loss. But she's not here to hear me talk about sorry for her loss, because she's a strong woman. This is one of all of you people that I have met, and I know she's strong. I just wish she lived a little closer. I'd go have a few drinks with her to help her out. And you guys, when I talk about drinking, don't think I'm an alcoholic. I'm not. I don't drink much at all. I used to. I was never an alcoholic, or maybe on the verge of it there when I was younger, but I never was, I don't think. I mean, I could drink it or I could leave it be. Yeah, it would be, Myrna. It would be if I was there. We'd have a lot of fun. But you know, we're so close, guys. You know, I was talking to some people the other day about my house, my dream house. But see, my dream house isn't even a house I know if I want to live in. My dream house is a house that I can put together and have plenty of room, so anybody in this group, anybody in my family, anybody who wants to come, they will just stay there. If they just decide, hey, I want to go up and visit Ralph for a week, come up and visit. You can have the house. I might be living in another house. And I'm not saying it because I'm going to be over exuberant because we're going to have so much money. I'm saying it because we have built such a loving family here. I don't want it to end because the show's end. I want it to get stronger and stronger.
Like a reunion every year.
Yeah, as Ron said, have a reunion every year, or with some who can't, you know, like right now, tomorrow night is my sister-in-law, my brother Russ, Patriot4. We don't talk about him much. He doesn't get involved. He is a patriot. He went to Vietnam. he was Radar O'Reilly, but as the years have grown, you know, the stories grow too. You know, I'm a perfect example of that. I was telling the lady today when I got divorced, because she had told me she went through a divorce. And I said, when I got divorced, I remember pretty much the first night I got divorced, first or second, I went fishing. And just standing out there knowing I didn't have a time limit to get home. That if I went home, I wasn't going to get yelled at because I was 15 minutes late. You know you have to come home and cook my supper, Ralph. You know you have to clean the toilet, Ralph. You know you have to let the dog out for a walk, Ralph. And I was free. And I caught the biggest smallmouth bass I've ever caught in my life. When I caught it, the night I caught it, the smallmouth bass, I weighed it. It's a tremendous bass. 7.4 pounds. But today when I'm telling this story, as the years have passed, all of a sudden the biggest smallmouth bass I've ever caught that night was 8.8 pounds. The older you get, the bigger your stories get. So yes, my brother, Russ, Patriot4, is a war hero. And if his kids want to look at him as a war hero, that's all that matters. And I'm happy for him. But I went over to see him tonight to see if he wanted to go maybe drink a couple of cold ones tomorrow night at the Hersher beer tent, because that's what we... After I get done babysitting the three, Monkey, and the other two, but it is what it is. So anyway, guys, let me get into the show. Jimmy, as I've talked about your mom, I truthfully believe I've been doing a lot more, and I truthfully believe we're so close to getting the beds. As a matter of fact, guys, and this is going to go off point just a little bit again, but it does have to deal with the beds. I had a very nice talk with Grandma Bo tonight. I went over to her house. I was at the park with my grandkids, and they were playing, and she was out on her porch, and she yelled at me, and I walked over and talked to her for about 15 minutes, and we need to keep Grandma Bo in our prayers because next month she's going to be having a surgery. But truthfully, I kept telling her, let's hope and pray, Grandma Bo, you never have to have that surgery. Let's hope and pray that we get them beds. And she said, wouldn't that be wonderful, Ralph? And she's doing good, but, you know, everything is what it is. So, Jimmy, we're close, buddy. And I know most people would be starting to get mad at me for saying it all the time, but not Jimmy. Jimmy had Mommy send me a picture of him and his little sister. You know, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. When I received the picture, I got tears in my eyes because what Renee wrote, that he wanted me to do this, her to do that, it just was touching. Remember when we go back to my very first show, I said, if I can touch one person, and now I'm touching people all over. You know,
It's not getting arrested.
pardon me?
It's not getting arrested.
And Ron says they're not getting arrested. I don't understand that part, but...
If you touch people.
Oh, if I touch people, I'm touching them in a good way, in their heart. So's Ron. So anyway, Patriot 11, I hope everything's going good. I really would love to hear from you. Even if you just have Grandma or someone send me a message. I hope everything's okay. I'm going to try to find Grandma's messenger here and go back in, and I might have her phone number and give her a call. But Patriot, Wyatt Earp, Karate Kid. Hey, look at the bright side. All kids, it's Labor Day weekend. You know, when I was in school, guys, Labor Day weekend meant a lot because we always went back to school a half a day the Wednesday before Labor Day weekend. Then we went Thursday and Friday. So it was just a half a week. Then we got Labor Day weekend, and that Labor Day weekend was our last day off. until Thanksgiving. And someone corrected me and said, didn't you get Columbus Day? And I said, I don't think we did when I was younger. We may have, I don't remember. I was a kid. If it didn't have a baseball attached to it, I don't remember. I mean, Columbus Day, you get one day. I want 2, 3, you know. At least with Labor Day, we see, because if we got Columbus Day, we got it whenever Columbus Day was. Now Columbus Day, for some reason, is always on a Monday. You know, do you ever think about when we go to these new calendars to make it easy for the days off for the people? Are they going to put every holiday on Monday? Is every holiday we're going to have going to be on Monday? And then you go to the song Monday, Monday. Can you trust that day? Patriot Little Princess, our queen, our ball player. Have Grandma drop me a line and let me know how you did catching. It's a great position. I loved playing there. Patriot Hunter. I come across a picture of you. Our grandma posted one. I seen one on Facebook or someplace of you. I think it was a little bit younger though. You was such a cutie pie. Oh, you were so cute. Just give Grandma a big hug. Patriot Boogie, Boogs, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo. I can't wait to just have you standing in front of me. And that big house that I said Grandpa John and the family come and visit me and Ron for a week or two. And we'll have lots of fun. Patriot Little Iloni and Little Lana. I tell you, just like I tell my granddaughter, Patriot Super Gymnast, slow down. You're growing too fast. We need to keep doing and making our moments last. See, guys, we got to do this. Patriot Super Gymnast. It's not the same when I pick you up at the park anymore. Tonight I noticed something that Liam, Patriot 7, Liam was in a situation where he used to be in the younger group. Yours was always the older group, Ella. Yours was the older group. So Liam always had to kind of sit back and relax, you know, and just kind of wait his time. And now, his group, his grade, they're the kingpins from 3 o'clock at the park until you guys get off of your bus at 3:20. So for 20 minutes, they get to be the kingpin, and then all of a sudden you and your clan show up and you take it right away from them. But it was so much fun watching you kids play at the park tonight. Little Monkey, the things that you do. Here's kids in 3rd and 4th grade. And these girls are all running. They got their cheerleaders outfits on, you know, because they're in these junior football leagues. But they got the Clifton cheerleaders outfit on because tonight is Clifton's first home game. And they're going to go to it in their little cheer. And they're looking so cute. Little Monkey just in a pair of shoes that she shouldn't have been in. She should, but she loves them. Who's going to say anything to her? These girls, they get together and they go out while the boys are playing soccer, you know, Patriot 7 and that, and they're running, they're doing their cartwheels and they're showing their cheers, and all of a sudden she's standing there and she's doing them better. These girls are in 3rd grade, 2nd grade, and here's a little preschool. She just started preschool. She's 4 years old, and they're looking at her, and one little girl looked and said, "How do you do that?" She says, "Oh, it's easy." There's no modesty in her. Everything is easy to her. She watches Ella all the time. Patriot Small Hank and Patriot Little Kira, I did not see tonight. They're running around somewhere with their mom and dad. I might not see him until Sunday when Patriot 7, we're taking him to the Chicago White Sox baseball game. He said he wanted to go to the White Sox game. He wanted to go to a major league game. He wanted to go to a major league game for his birthday. His birthday is Tuesday the 4th. Or Wednesday the 4th. It's the first time because he's in third grade. It's the first time, kindergarten, preschool, or anything, he's ever had to go to school on his birthday. But he said he wants to go to the White Sox game. I said, I thought you said you wanted to go to a major league game. And guys, I'm a diehard Sox fan, and I haven't lost it. Well, I did the other night. They lost a game the other night, and I actually lost it. And I spent probably a half an hour that night later apologizing to God for questioning what's going on. Frustration set in. But anyway, kids, I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Labor Day. Enjoy it, because now you got to go back to school. But you know, they got to go back to school, and I don't think it's the following Wednesday, but the following Wednesday after that. In Clifton, they only got a half a day of school. They get off at 11 o'clock. I got to be in Ashcombe to pick up the kids at school. And I told Amber, I says, don't even send them on the bus. Have Ella wait at her school. Have Liam wait at his. I'll pick the monkey up at 11. And I'll pick Liam up first, go get the monkey, and then go get Ella. But anyway, have a great holiday weekend. Be good. I don't know if your area, if you have parades. In ours, we do. And I know my grandkids are looking forward to the parade. They always throw candy. My sister-in-law will be on it, afloat. I was disappointed. She's known as the bus lady. She drives the bus to the schools, and she's known as the bus lady there. That's the handle she took. She's Patriot Bus Lady. I thought she'd drive her bus or have her daughter drive her bus. That'd be pretty hot. I'm just hoping they'd throw beers out. I'm going to tell them, hey, take beers. We did. At my 50th, when we was riding on our float on the Labor Day parade, there were some people in the crowd. They wanted a beer. We flicked them one. We started with, on our float, we started with 4 cases of beer. All the guys drank. Some of the girls drank. They took their girly drinks that they liked, that they drank. And by the time we finished an almost 2-hour parade, we had 2 other coolers on there that was given to us to make sure we stayed hydrated. Truthfully, I think they thought they'd get us drunk enough we'd start doing some crazy stuff on there, and we did. But we didn't get drunk. All of us went down at the beer tent afterwards, and we kind of said our goodbyes, because at that point, people's having to go home and the weekend was over. But we literally had more people in our 50th reunion. We literally had more people the Sunday night at the beer tent after the Saturday night reunion than the 20-year reunion class had celebrating their 20-year reunion that night at the Legion in town. So anyway, let's move on. Where are we? We are right there. The toe is touching. The toe is touching the finish line. We are that close, guys. You know, Ron, do you got the Bruce reading?
No.
Okay, Ron couldn't find a Bruce reading. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about Bruce. All I'm going to tell you is Bruce did say this. He said that the currencies are on the screens. He says we are not, the fiat currency is gone. The nations decided to quit through the BRICS and that. They decided to quit accepting it. It's still being used here in the United States, but it just literally crushed. Hey, it's kind of a grind. It crushed the cabal. Hey, but that's not all, because now they're all going to go to that place that ends in Mo with a little git in it. Oh, that's going to be a glorious day. I'm not looking that much forward to the 10 Days of Darkness, because to just sit there and watch movies that we know about, I don't want to watch about the kids, but I will say this. I listened to 2 versions of Restored Republic today, and they were very good. One of them was with a girl. She just has the sweetest voice in the world. The other one was with a guy that I thought had died, but he's proven me wrong. Anyway, I listened to it, and they really are covering the kids a lot. And I know I was talking about Bruce, but like I said, I'm going to read what Judy has to say about Bruce because we don't have the reading, and I'm not going to go into it. He just said that the rates was on the screens. He knows what the rates are for the dinar. He knows what the rates are for the dong. He said, don't let him fool you. The rates for the Venezuelan bolivar are very good. You know, we would have been told that they were down from what we had heard, but he said they're very good. He said, people are going out there right now. Now, this is very important to listen to because I just had a gentleman the other day send me a message telling me he had between 7 and 8 or 6 and 7, 100 trillion notes to share with the humanitarian projects for the Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 humanitarian group. And I would like to ask everyone, if you're going to work in that group, please. It was a long time ago, but I've probably misplaced it, but to keep me from having to look through records and that. If you're going to work with us, just tell me what you got. Because, see, when I go to the center, I want to have your names and the amounts and let them know that all of us are going to be working together on these projects. And if you have projects of your own, please let me know because I will gladly acknowledge it when I go to the Redemption Center. And it could even be to the point when you go, if you're just going to be working solely with Ron and myself on the projects, if you're going to be doing that, it could be a point where, yes, take your information and tell them, these are the projects that I'm going to be working with, and then tell them, but Patriot 5 and Patriot 6. I'm not even going to say we'll be in charge. We'll kind of take the top spot. But anybody, if you want to be the top spot, you can be. You can be the top thing because I don't care about that. As me and Ron says, we can't wait to get on in bed so we can really get out there like we used to and do a lot of golfing. But anyway, there's so much, guys. There's just so much going on that I don't know where to begin. But one of the things I'm noticing, and I'm not going to mention any names because it's irrelevant. The people who's done it, I got back with him and I said, yes, they do. David, I agree. Traffic accidents leave you injured, injured fly. I had an accident. I've told you guys about it. A car hit me at 90 miles an hour. And the doctors told my kids, which I got mad. Let's put it this way. That is not something that I would have put on a video for kids to listen to, what I said to the doctors. But they went to my kids and they told me, your dad's going to make it. He's going to be okay. Ralph, what could 1 million Boulevard be worth? Okay. My conservative tells you, Papa G, my conservative tells you could be worth 1 million. It could be worth 1 million. And then again, it could be worth 1 million. That's my conservative. But it could be worth 1 million or 1 million. Maybe 1 million or 1 million. Now, I could keep going, and if you're counting what I'm saying, I'm giving you a com. Everybody else talks in com. Why can't I? But I believe I just said 1 million 5 times. To my knowledge, what I'm hearing, I don't expect it to be any lower than that. I look for us to get at least $5 to 1. And that's just my opinion, guys. It's from things I've heard. Remember when I first introduced Boulevard to a lot of people here. And a lot of people went out and bought a lot of it.
Yeah, they were saying it was around $36.
They were talking between $18 and $36 then. And I got thinking, wow. And I've always been conservative, and I go, wow, 18 to $36. Well, if I go buy $1 million note, if I only get 1/10 of that, that's between 1.8 million and 3.6 million. For at the time we were buying them for, and you still can. You can go out right now. Because my personal belief, I don't think we're going to get the 800 numbers till at least Sunday, possibly Monday. But I really believe we're going to get them before Bruce does his next big call. I really do. But you can go out and buy them right now at Banknote World. When I tell you this, I'm not telling you to run and do it. I'm not telling you to leave the show and go do it. But I'm not a financial advisor. Plus the fact that the music used in tonight's show, we have no legal rights to. We play it for entertainment. And this video is not made for children unless under the supervision of their parents, grandparents, or legal guardians. So thank you for asking that question. But myself personally, you can go to Banknote World, and I use Banknote World because they're good and they get them to you quick. But if you want to buy, I think it's like at least 50.
But make sure you call in that.
You can get them for 59 cents a piece.
Make sure you call in that 800 number because you're going to get more to go to the redemption.
But here's what you have to do. When you redeem any currency, you want to try to go. And I'm going to suggest this for anybody who can do this right now to make sure you get to go. You can pick up a $500 billion Zimbabwe note right now for under $10, I think it is. I would suggest you go get that, and then when you get the 800 number, you call, you tell them you have Zim. Do not tell them how much. And you have Bolivar, and if you whatever else you have. But if you have Zim, see, you're guaranteed to get to go to the Redemption Center, because what Bruce is saying, on the dinar, you're going to get 3 times as much as the Redemption Center. On the dong, you're going to get 2 times as much. And he knows what it is, and he says it's very, very much. But on everything else, you're going to get more no matter what you take. And when I mentioned the Zimbabwe Zim, you get paid on every note you have. There's people saying out there right now, they're saying it doesn't matter if you have 25 $100 trillion Zim notes, you only get paid on 2. The rest of them, you get a little pay. No, according to Bruce and what he said last night, you get everything. But what I was going to suggest is if you got, and you guys don't take money you don't have. Don't take food off the table. I'm not going to tell you don't take money that you might have paid a bill, because the way I'm understanding, by the very latest, the second week of the month, we're not going to have no more bills. But I'm not telling you to go take money. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. But you if you want to pay 99 cents, you can go get just one Bolivar for 99 cents. Hey, if it comes in at $1, you're a millionaire for 99 cents. You know? Because I go back, when I talk about this, I go back to when me and Ron started buying currency. Well, actually, Ron started buying currency. Then my brother Russ and Ron started buying currency. Then Ron bought some more currency. But I was the one that had to order it and everything come in my name. And I'm sitting here one night and I said, this isn't fair. No matter how bad a divorce I had, no matter what she did to me financially, no matter how I was struggling. And I'm sitting here one night on looking at Bookface, and I see this currency. Actually, they're bonds. They're Zimbabwe bonds, and they go, buy $100 trillion note. $100 trillion. And they give the price, and I go, you got to be kidding me. There's no way they can sell $100 trillion. It's a joke. But whether it's a joke or not, I could afford it. Not only could afford 100 trillion for me, but I could afford 100 trillion for Ron, and I could afford 100 trillion for Russ. So if it comes in, we all three have 100 trillion dollars in notes. It's not going to come in at that. And I got thinking, man, if it just comes in at a quarter of a penny on every dollar, oh, we're so rich and we're so happy. That's okay, Myrna. You're going to get taken care of, sweetie. Don't worry about it. I understand what you're saying. And I just felt that way. If it's just one quarter of a penny, we're going to be rich. And remember, guys, when I got into it for the money and the money only. I wasn't a patriot. I believed in my country. I believed in the USA. I loved my country. But I wanted money because we had just recently been cheated out of a big inheritance by a family member that we loved, and we wanted her love, and we wanted her in our life more than we wanted money. But we had a chance. A guy by the name of Ted Weichholz give us a chance and showed us how to buy foreign currency, and we jumped on it. At that same time, I had a chance to buy that one cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, for half a penny a piece. Do you imagine what our first investment, Ron's first investment was for some stuff was $200, Ron?
I don't know.
I think it was $200 the first investment he made. Could you imagine we took half of that and at a half a penny a piece, we'd have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. But everything I've heard about Bitcoin being very, very bad, I'm in it for the ride. And I did that, guys. You tell me that God didn't choose me and choose you guys, because if I did that, if me and Ron would have did that, we'd have never started a show. We'd have had the money. We'd have been greedy. I'd have never went to an island and did what other people do, because I'd have tried to, I can't go there. What they did to these kids is just, oh. But anyway, let's move on. But before we do, I do highly recommend, hey, take 5 minutes now and go order you 10, 20. If you got the money, if you don't worry about it. Patriot 5 and Patriot 6, we take care of you. And as everybody's going, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha, but that's the one thing Bruce did talk about. And I come into that because I wanted to say that, but everybody's going to have money. Are you over, I think, 28 years old? You're going to have money. You have money right now. You're a millionaire, and you don't know it. There was, the other day, the guy said twice, back-to-back days, he said twice, he said that you can go and check out how much is in your account, whatever, what's that account name, Ronnie? Quantum account? You can go check it out. I tried. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I had other people try. They couldn't figure out how to do it. But anyway, getting back to your answer, Papa G, and I didn't mean to just keep going and going and going like the Energized Bunny, but it could be worth as much as $10 million. It could be, let's put it this way, it's going to be worth a whole lot more than what you paid for. And Bruce said that it is up. He talked about things. He talked about, Iran, Iraq, and that being ready. He talked about other things. It was a, to me, the show, it was a depressing show for me because I didn't have my play-by-play announcer, so I actually had to listen to it myself. Marianne's enjoying herself on vacation, and she's not thinking about her buddy Ralph, and she's just having fun. I'm laying it on Big Marianne. I'm coming at you. She probably isn't even watching. She always catches us though. But anyway, guys, before I go further, I just have to tell you how much I'm so thankful that all of you are in Ron and my life. So, now, I've talked a lot tonight. And I'm saying it like this, and if you notice, Myrna, who's been with us from the beginning, anybody who's been with you from the beginning, what are you noticing tonight? Are you noticing anything in my show tonight from the beginning of when I first did my very first show? Well, Papa G is 62 in 8 days. Well, you made it, buddy. You're going to get yours all in one lump sum. From what I hear, in about $14 million. What I'm hearing Don't quote me on it. That's what I'm hearing. What I was asking you is what you should be hearing in me tonight is happiness, joy, excitement in my, laughing, joking. Heck, I even sung a little bit ago. That's how I used to do every show. And I'm not blaming it on anybody. I'm blaming it on time. I'm blaming it on time that I lost that for a while. I went through sicknesses, of which even though every sickness I went through, all of yous was by my side. I figured you would, Papa J. I figured you would love it. But here's what I'm going to ask you to do tonight for me, for Ron, for Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 and family. Don't listen to negativity from others. If you read something and it's negative and it gets you down a little bit, send me a message and say, Ralph, I just need your advice on this. Is my advice right? No, but I will put it to you in a way. I'm not saying it's not right. I'm not saying it's always right. I said I will put it to you in a way that I'll try to put that smile back on your face. I'll try to get you to keep ascending up. I watched a video the other day with Sky, and she's saying that when we go to the redemption... Now, guys, you need to listen to this, because Sky says when we go to the Redemption Center, that when we're telling them about our projects, they're going to be having some kind of a machine judging how we really are. Are we deserving of this? And if we're not going to get any money. Bullcrap. We may not get as much, but they're not going to get my currency. And then, what do they say? Hey, what's someone say today if they something don't happen right? Then they're going to get a lawsuit because why? You can't read someone's feelings. You get someone that goes in there, it might be the most beautiful person in the world, but they get in there and they get a little nervous. You're going to judge them on getting a little nervous? But they might be the greatest organizer in the world. Where does organizer come? I don't know. But anyway, they might be the greatest organizer in the world, but have a little bit trouble talking and explaining what they want. Me, I'm going to go in and say, this is what you want to hear. This is what we're going to do, and this is what we need, and we're going to need even more because we're going to have so many people working with Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 to do these projects. Even people who don't have money, don't have currency, they're going to be working with us. Yeah, Myrna, I'm going to put you to work. Myrna's going to become our official barber. She cut my hair the other day. What do you think she did? Pretty good job? Myrna, if you didn't smile on that one, I don't know what I can do. How many people as bald as me would take their hat off and say something like that? But as the song says, someday, there's someday over the rainbow, someday we'll be together again, but someday I'll have hair again. It is what it is. So I'm gonna bring up Judy and see what she's got to say, but get through her. But I know I've mumbled and jumbled a lot tonight, but I also feel I've given some decent. I think tonight's show was more about, it's going to happen. I think tonight's show was more about the excitement that I have that it's going to happen. I think tonight's show was about just a lot of things. Ron's over there saying he thinks tonight's show is about we need to get it over so I can run over to Casey's and get the pizza we're going to have for supper. Okay, Stephanie Stroud says, Stephanie, you're welcome. And you're in our hearts all the time. Okay. There might be a couple other things. Ron said this is from Frank26. Interesting, but really short. Let me see what he has here. Watching kids like I'm doing now. Okay, here we go. Frank 26, come on up. Frank 26 will have his final show on YouTube as he is changing his teachings to wealth building. This is being done because everything is completed, nothing more to teach. Discussed opinions are he knows when the green light will be pushed. Wow. I should have led with that. Maybe I'd have got some of you guys' attention. No, you know what? The thing I've noticed, you guys have been very attentive tonight. For some reason, my screen is very clear tonight, and I'm actually able to read. Thank you, Ron, for sending me that. That is good. I don't have no gematria tonight. Ron, give me something that he wants me to do a gematria on, and I forgot to take my tablet, so I couldn't write it down. So I'm going to be doing it, and I will not be doing, the live show tomorrow, but I am going to do a recorded show. I might have a few things on here, some things I want to say, and that, but
We can do it live unless we get the number.
here's something last night. Ron finally got me the big call last night. He got me the big call last night. It was already on our Telegram site, but he finally got it because Marianne is on vacation. Is RS on tonight? Did he put the big call out last night? I'm kind of concerned about RS. If anybody knows if he's okay, please let me know. But when Ron finally sent this to me, this was my response. Well, it's about damn time you got me the big call. And then I go, ha ha ha, And that's what you got to do, guys. You just got to keep your composure and your cool. Here's one that I sent him so I could use tonight. The same people who control the media are the same people who are part of the evil and corrupt system of control, crimes against humanity. You are not meant to think for yourself. You're not meant to challenge their power, obey and accept, illusion of democracy, illusion of freedom. Why does the media push division? Why does the media incite violence? Why does the media pit race versus race? Why does the media pit religion versus religion? Why does the media pit sex versus sex? Why does the media pit class versus class? Divided, you are weak. Divided, you fight each other. Divided, you pose no threat to their system of control. Unity is strength. Unity is power. Unity is humanity. Controlled media plays a major role in shaping the narrative to keep the powerless, helpless, and sleep unaware of the truth. Enemy of the people, enemy of humanity. You do have the reading part of you, Judy, right?
Right under the other one.
What?
Should be right under the other one.
Right here. Let me see what the reading part is with Judy, and then we'll call it a night. Restored Republic via GCR as of August 30th, 2024. But before I read this, guys, I'm going to tell you again, and I want you to listen to me this time. If you are not on our Telegram site, get me to send you the link and become part of it. There is stuff being posted on there. There is a reading that is supposed to be Jesus speaking it. It is. I wanted to read it tonight, but it would have took the whole show. It's long. So just mark where you copy it, run a copy of it, whatever. But there's so much great stuff. And I keep telling you guys, you need to be part of this. Restored Republic via GCR update as of Friday, August 30th, 2024. Compiled by Judy Bidington. With global financial collapse imminent, the greatest transfer of wealth in the history is underway At 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday, 25th of August, 2024, the deep state cabal central banking system ended. It had perpetuated debt slavery around the world since the 1800s. By Thursday, 29 August 2024, the global financial system had been fully implemented with all QFS banks across the world totally integrated. It's only wise to have at least a month's supply of food, water, cash, medicine, and essential items on hand for yourself, your family, and to share with others in case of emergency. When you walk through a storm, hold your chin high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, through your dreams, be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
And I forgot to watch Mr. C this morning.
And Ron said he forgot to watch Mr. C today, so we don't know. Judy note, Operation Castle Rock would soon be upon us, which included Project Odom, quantum systems, military cleanup operations, arrest of proprietaries of the Chinese Communist Party. The Castle Rock event would bring about a return of the 1776 principles, reversing the 1871 Act of England and the Balfour Declaration. Plus, it means the return of the 1950 prices, returns of taxes paid, compensation for exploration of the birth certificates, and ruling content redacted illegal, while the free availability of the special beds, treatments, reversed vaccine damage. Castle Rock will also expose the sleepy administration corruption and activate militaries worldwide, including the U.S. military, that would then step into and overturn the 2020, thing that the hat was cheated out of. Results: restore the hat to its rightfully elected position as the U.S. president. The flipping of the 2020 election via FISA military courts includes military tribunals, confessions, and 10 days of documentaries revealing deep state globalist corruption. Another fake WW3 scenario involving the activation of all of this stuff. With the implementation of the quantum systems of Big N and Big G, which, in addition to the deep state cabal's refund of stolen monies to the people, including a global currency reset, will find all judges, police, and lawyers standing down worldwide. The corrupt arrested while the rest will be retrained in constitutional law. The global currency reset comes from the treaty signed to 209 countries in 2014. Let's see now what she has to say with Bruce. Thursday, 29 August, Bruce. On Thursday, 29, 2024, there was a solid but lower back screen rates on the Redemption Center. Gray screens on the 29th, 2024. Global financial systems was fully implemented and ready to go. All the banks have been totally integrated. The dinar rate was 3 times higher at the redemption centers than it was at the bank. The dong rate was twice as high at the redemption center than it was at the bank. Zim has to be redeemed at the redemption center, not a bank. Tier 4B should be notified to set appointments on Monday, 1 September. Mortgages and credit card debt eliminations was starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and will run to Sunday, 15th of September. R&R should kick in the first week of September. Global arrests are taking place right now. The Forex comes up Sunday at 5 p.m. with the new rates. If you are a Zim holder, the Redemption Center will give you a coupon for a Q phone. Wolverine says, I'm absolutely excited. I wanted you to know it's coming. It's absolutely free. Mark C, expect it anywhere from last Monday until September 4th. That's pretty much it, guys. Wow, 1 minute and 11 seconds is what the show was when I said wow. So I'm going to say good night. We kind of prayed already, but I am going to say a quick prayer, and then I'm just going to say good night. I do not think we'll have a call Labor Day, but you know what? Ron said we probably shouldn't because Labor Day is a big day for us. But then again, we may go ahead and have one. We'll just... Chances are we will, but then chances are maybe we'll get everything, and who knows, maybe we'll do something special. If tonight is our last call like this, thanks everyone. I love you all. So does Ron. You have brought so much joy into our lives just being there, chatting with us during the day, sending us mail, sending us pictures. Someone looked at me one day and said, you know, you must be a freak when it comes to pictures. I said, no, not a freak, just a man that loves to get pictures. And I don't know what the future is going to be as far as the shows. As I said, get to our Telegram site. Because I'm hearing now, I've heard some reports that Telegram may be up and running when everything else is shut down. It could be Telegram, Signal, and there was one other channel, I don't remember what it was. But make sure you're part of our Telegram site. Make sure you're part of our Signal site. Please do this. Right now I'm a little emotional because this could be the last show I do like this. I'm not going to look at you like other people and say, I've been disappointed so many times. We're all still standing. We've went through a lot. And it's just, as much as we want it to come to an end, I enjoy doing this and having all of you here. So we'll just have to play it for what it is and see. Always stay in touch. And let's continue this family to grow and grow and grow. Have a crazy 8th ceiling. So with that, dear Lord, as we come to the end of tonight's show, we give you thanks and everything for letting us do these shows all this time. We will never forget you. You'll always be first in our heart. We just ask you to look after our people that's become not just people, they're not just names, they're not just a name on a screen, they're family. They're loved just like family. We ask you to keep us together through the good and the bad, as we know we're about ready to enter a world of good. And we talk to you and pray to you and ask you to look after 100% of the children and everyone who needs you right now. And we pray to you through our Savior, your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Good night, everyone.